The first sign your marriage is under spiritual attack is that you start fighting about nothing, and that is on purpose. Think about it for a second. The enemy does not walk up to a strong marriage and try to smash it with one giant blow. He's smarter than that. He uses the tiny things, the dishes left in the sink, a tone of voice, who forgot to answer a text. Because if he can get the two of you snapping at each other over something that small, you will never once look up and notice that you are not really fighting each other at all. You are both under attack at the same time, and you cannot even see it. So let me show you the 6 signs, and I promise you, the last one is the one almost every struggling couple feels, but almost nobody recognizes while it is happening. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. 1. You fight about nothing. Watch what happens in a marriage under attack. A cup gets left on the counter, and suddenly it becomes a war. It was never about the cup. The cup is just the doorway. Something wants you angry, and it doesn't care what the reason is, as long as you have one. Healthy couples disagree about real things and work them out. Attacked couples explode over nothing and cannot even remember, an hour later, why it started. That is your first clue. If the size of the fight never matches the size of the problem, pay attention. You are not looking at a communication issue. You are looking at a target on your back. And the next sign is even quieter. So quiet that most couples think it is peace, when it is actually the most dangerous stage of all. 2. The silence moves in. After the fighting comes something worse. You stop fighting, but not because you made up. You stop because you gave up. You start keeping things to yourself. You stop sharing the small stuff, the funny thing that happened, the worry on your mind. A wall goes up, one quiet brick at a time, and you tell yourself it is fine. It is not fine. The enemy loves silence between two people who used to talk about everything, because a wall you cannot see is a wall you cannot tear down. If your home has gotten quiet, and that quiet feels heavy instead of restful, that is not peace. That is distance pretending to be peace. And it leads straight into the 3rd sign, which is the moment the attack really shows its face. 3. You start to see your husband or your wife as the enemy. This is the lie at the center of everything. Slowly, without deciding to, you stop seeing the person you married as your teammate and start seeing them as the problem. Every look feels like an attack. Every word feels like proof they do not care. You build a case against them in your head, and you win it every single night. But here is the truth that changes everything. Your spouse is not your enemy. Your spouse is the person standing next to you in the same storm. The real enemy is thrilled the moment you forget that, because 2 people fighting each other will never turn around and fight the thing that is actually attacking them both. The day you stop asking, "How do I win against them?" and start asking, "How do we win against this?" that is the day the attack starts to lose. But here is the truth. Watching this video will open your eyes for 10 minutes, and tomorrow morning, the same fight will be waiting for you at the breakfast table. That is the trap. You can watch 100 videos about a hurting marriage and stay exactly the same, because watching is not walking. That is why we built Devoto. Not more content, but an app with 21-day journeys, where each day gives you a short teaching, a prayer, and one real exercise to do in your actual marriage. So day by day, you let God repair what your own effort never could. Videos speak to you. Devoto walks with you one step deeper every day, until the marriage that finishes is not the marriage that started. Day 1 of every journey is completely free. Download Devoto on the App Store and let today be the day this actually begins to heal. The link is in the description. Now, the next sign is the one couples are most ashamed to admit. 4. Suddenly, someone else starts to look better. When a marriage is under attack, a strange thing happens. A stranger becomes more attractive than the person you promised your life to. A coworker seems to understand you. An old name pops up in your mind at the worst moment, and it feels so real that you almost believe it means something. It does not. This is the oldest move there is. The enemy does not have to get you to do anything big at first. He just has to get your eyes to drift, one glance at a time, until your heart follows. If you have felt this, do not panic and do not hide it in shame. Naming it out loud, to God and to yourself, breaks half its power immediately. The pull towards someone else is not a sign your marriage is over. It is a sign your marriage is being hunted, and it is time to fight for it, not away from it. 5. You stop praying together. This one sounds small, but it is the deepest wound of all. When things get hard, prayer is the first thing a couple quietly drops. You still pray alone, maybe, but you stop coming before God together, side by side, out loud. And that is exactly what the enemy wants, because a couple on their knees together is almost impossible to break. Think of your marriage like a rope made of 3 strands, you, your spouse, and God woven through the middle. Cut that middle strand out, and the whole rope gets weak enough to snap. Every marriage that drifts apart drifts in the same direction, away from praying together first. So if you cannot remember the last time you held hands and prayed out loud with the person you married, start there. Not with a perfect prayer, just a few honest words tonight. That single habit has pulled more marriages back from the edge than any argument ever won. 6. The whisper says, maybe we were never meant to be. Here it is, the last sign, the one almost every hurting couple feels, but almost nobody recognizes for what it truly is. One day, a thought slips in, quiet and reasonable, dressed up like wisdom. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe we were never right for each other. Maybe it would be easier to just walk away. And it feels like your own conclusion, calm and final. But listen to me carefully. That thought is not wisdom. It is the whole attack, saying out loud what it wanted from the very first fight over nothing. Every step before this one was building to this single lie, that giving up is the mature choice. It is not. A hard marriage is not proof you chose wrong. Very often, it is proof you have something worth attacking. Diamonds are only made under crushing pressure. A marriage that God is building into something unbreakable will feel heavy in the exact seasons it is being made strong. If you put God at the center and refuse to let go. So before you close this video, be honest with yourself about one thing. A year from now, you will either be standing in a marriage that finally came alive again, or you will be sitting in the same room, next to the same person, carrying the same silence, praying the same tired prayer, wondering why nothing ever changed. And the difference between those two homes is not more love or more willpower. It is whether you let God work on your marriage every single day, or just watched one more video and went back to the same fight tomorrow. Devoto was built for exactly this. 21-day journeys where each day gives you a teaching, a prayer, and one real step for God to heal what your own strength never could, until the marriage that finishes is not the marriage that started. Day 1 is completely free. Download Devoto on the App Store and take that first step tonight, while your heart is still soft, because tomorrow it hardens again, and another year quietly slips away. The link is in the description.